Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Zilchi and welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. In today's video, I will be showcasing you guys the best SSR weapon combos that you can be using for Jinwoo if you don't have the very top tier ones, right? So I'm going to showcase you all the SSR weapons together in combos, right? So this video is probably going to be very long, but for this video specifically, if you guys want a specific combo, I'm going to be making it like in sections in this video, so you'll be able to skip through the video and look at which combo you want to see. This one is specifically going to be SSRs. For another video I could do, if you guys want to see that, it will be SSR plus SRs, and then one where it's just SRs by itself, showcasing you guys exactly how strong the SR weapons are as well, alongside of the SSR weapons. Now, I don't have every single SSR weapon. For example, I don't have the new Scotty weapon, and I don't have a few of my weapons leveled up quite a way, so I'm not going to showcase those weapons. So I'm not going to showcase you the longsword or the Vulcan's Rage, because I don't have those ones at higher level. Maybe eventually when I do decide to level them up, I'll go ahead and make videos on them, but for now we're going to focus mainly on the weapons that people actually do want to see. All right, so yeah, before we hop into that, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to surpass Mr. Beast this year. I think we can do it. Okay, I believe in our squad. I think we can pass Mr. Beast, as well as join the Discord in the description below, guys. I talk to every single person in there all the time. I'm always in there, so if you guys want to talk to me, definitely join the Discord, and let's just hop straight into it. All right, so the first combo we actually will be taking a look at is definitely the Plum Sword, and then it's going to be the Moonshadow. All right, we're going to take a look at what they do, so we're going to talk about them, right? So it's like an overview, right? So the Plum Sword here, as you can see, I have a 2500 attack, level 100, 5-star, HP is at 3750, and the precision is at 4000. Right, skills damage 13.84% of Jinwoo's attack. I have that at level 7. I do believe that if you guys are using these weapons, you want to try to get your levels, your ult levels for them at level 7, and the other ones you can level up over time. They don't really matter, right? Cooldown 25 seconds. MP consumption is 217. Deals dark elemental damage. Effect: after Plum Flower Swift Flight is used, the user applies the Plum Flower effect. After successfully performing a dash followed by Plum Flower Swift Flight, they apply the Full Bloom effect. Plum Flower increases critical hit damage by 12%, stacking up to 3 times. The duration is infinite. Full Bloom increases the usage speed of Plum Flower Swift Flight by 20%. The user's attack increases by 4%. The user's critical hit rate increases by 4%. Duration is 8 seconds, and that is just by itself, right? This is with no dupes or anything else. So once you guys pull this, you're good to go right off the bat, right? This is a good support weapon while also dealing very good damage. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna show you guys that in the video here today. At 1-star, when the user sheaths after using Plum Flower Swift Flight, applies the Amplifying Draw effect. Amplifying Draw increases the chance of the user landing a critical hit on the next attack by 32%, increases skill damage by 32% as well. Duration is 3 seconds. So they're actually fixing this. Apparently, the Amplifying Draw effect isn't consistent, so they're going to go ahead and change it in the next update, which I do believe is today. It is actually today. It might be on the reset today, so yeah, be on the lookout for that. At 2-star, you have increases dark damage by 10%. 3-star, when the user uses dash, Amplifying Draw lasts for 5 seconds, and additionally increases critical hit damage by 32%. So again, we're supposed to be doing a lot of damage with this, right? Decreases the cooldown of Plum Flower Swift Flight by 20%. And then at 5 stars, the final star, adds the Plum Flower effect, increases the user's dark damage by 5%, applies 2 instances of Plum Flower when entering the stage, stacking up to 5 times. So again, this is a very good support weapon, and it also deals very good damage. Now we're going to take a look at why it's good with the Moonshadow right here. So overview: attack is 2500, HP 3750, precision at 2000. I did manage to pull 1 copy. As you guys know, I've been hunting for this weapon, right? Put 1 extra copy of it, so I am pretty excited about that. But if I could have had it at 5 stars, I would ideally want it at 5 stars, right? Skills damage is 1712 of Jinwoo's attack. Cooldown is 25 seconds. If you compare that damage to the Plum Flower Sword here, you can see that is very much higher, and it's only at level 6, right? Deals dark damage Let's read what it does. When moon glow shining in the dark is used, it applies the full moon effect to targets on the moon. When the last attack of moon glow shining in the dark hits, it slows down time for 3 seconds and applies 1 instance of lunar eclipse to the target per instance of full moon. Right? Duration is infinite, stacking up to 1 time. Lunar eclipse increases damage taken by 10%, increases the user's dark damage by 10%, and the duration is 3 seconds. Right? So once you hit this, you get the lunar eclipse as well. 1 star, which is what I have it at, enhances the effects of full moon and lunar eclipse. Full moon duration is infinite, stacking up to 3 times. Lunar eclipse, the target's damage taken increases by 15%. The target's dark damage taken increases by 15%. So that goes up by 5% right there. And this time, this stacks up to 3 times. At 2 stars, it increases the user's dark damage by 10%. At 3 stars, which is where I did want to get this to, and that is when Shadow Step hits, it applies 1 instance of lunar eclipse per instance of full moon. Right, so after you Shadow Step, you get a buff. 4 star decreases the cooldown of moon glow shining in the dark by 20%. At 5 star, the user's damage increases by 15% while the time zone effect is active. So when you have that 3-second time, this is going to be hitting hard if you have it at 5 star, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look. We're gonna be fighting the bear. We have regular artifacts on that I've been running all the time, so we're going to take a look at how strong and how fast we can cook this bear, right? So let's just hop straight into it. All right, so here we go. We're starting off with the Plum Flower Sword with the Moonshadow. So you guys know this bear, favorite bear to fight against, even though this bear definitely hates us. All right, so let's wait for it to do its attack. Right here. Uses full bloom now. My camera angles in this has been tough, I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie. Okay, wait again, and then we're gonna go ahead and that missed. When you use our defense down here, then we use this. So we get the full moon, right? Now, we do very good damage here. I really do wish I had that buff for the, that extra damage that we could get for it, right? No, why is that on auto? I didn't mean to call it in. I did not mean to call that in. It's alright. It is okay. It is okay. We still use it. Okay, we're gonna use this. Get that 3-second. It missed. It did miss. That's okay though. Get full boom. I did not get the full boom. As you guys can see, we actually do very good damage, and you see the full moon and the lunar eclipse stacking up to 3 times, which is what it did say in the overview. Fine, and I got hit through that. That's fine. The best part of this is it doesn't use a lot of MP. Like look, we maintained like all of our MP through that whole thing. So yeah, that is the first combo here. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the next one. Alright, so the next one we are talking about is the Moonshadow Scythe with the Plum Flower Sword. Okay, this is a very good weapon. I did make a video on it like 2 days ago of this weapon, right? So I'm not going too crazy on what it does, but let's read it over like quickly, right? So when using Essence Harvest, which is the ult, consumes 5% of the current HP and increases skill damage by 100%. 1 star, the user's current HP is below 70%. If the user's current HP is below 70%, the Edge of Darkness effect is applied, increases the user's critical hit rate by 25%. So this goes very well alongside of that Plum Sword, right? Because the Plum Flower Sword gives you crit damage and crit rate increase as well. 2 star increases dark damage by 10%. 3 star, when the user's current HP is 60% or below, they recover 0.4% of their current HP every time the skill hits. 4 star decreases the cooldown of Essence Harvest by 20%, so it comes back pretty fast. And at 5 star, increases damage taken by 15%, but increases attack by 15% as well. So we'll go ahead and fight the bear again if we take a look at how strong it is. Alright. This bear is not gonna like me today, I would be so honest. It is not going to like me today. Again guys, unfortunately I do not have the Scatty weapon, but if I do get the Scatty weapon, or the Scotty, sorry how you guys say it, I will be making a video on it, don't worry about it. Okay, perfect. Very nice. Already, that did so much damage, did you guys see? It interrupted me, no! I wanted to see how much damage the ult would do fully. You guys remember at the end of the day, this Scythe is very strong, right? As again, it's one of his strongest weapons for sure. Maybe the hardest hitting SSR weapon in terms of the ults. But that's where it shines, the ults, right? The ult does so much damage, but the regular attacks do none, I'm be honest. And I get it, look how long it took. Like, stuff like that will happen to you if you are using it, right? So again, where you don't even get to use the ult sometimes, right? Because of that, them being able to hit you through it. Use it again. Look, if he goes ahead and do it again. Okay, well, we did get it there. But that was a pretty quick fight. I'm not gonna lie. We actually cooked that pretty fast. But yeah, there it is. There is the combo for that. Again, those two work really well because of how much damage they do stack together, right? They both enhance each other's critical hit rate and critical hit damage, and the extra boost in dark damage is also very strong with them. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the next weapon combo here. Alright, so here we are. Now we're going to be using the Moonshadow with the Scythe. Let's see how that is. Both dark weapons again, as well as complementing each other very well. So let's see. Let us see here. I'm gonna use this in a second here. Let me just hit that final attack. There we go. Now we use this. Stop for 3 seconds. Get the extra damage at the end. And we use this ult right here. Again, they're both very good. Very good weapons. This here. Now the only issue I have with the Moonshadow being at 1 star for me, right, is that it takes 20 seconds for it to come back. It's ult, right? So use it here. Get that last hit. Okay, well, that's not very poggy. That is not very pog. I didn't realize that he was using this thing right there. Sorry. I'm gonna use the Scythe ult here. Very good damage, but you guys already know. You have 3 seconds to wait there. Perfect. Use this. Use this again. Stop that time. That also does very good damage for it being at 1 star as well. But we do have 3 stacks on the lunar eclipse right now, right? So very strong. Very strong. So let's use this here. Finish it. Perfect. So here again, the regular attack, basic attacks for this, not strong at all. Not strong at all, but that ult is ridiculous. This should kill. It should kill here. Alright, well, that's GG's. G. There it is. Alright, let's move on to the next. Okay, so the next one we're going to take a look at is the Grimoire with the Moonshadow. Alright, I'm going to show you guys why that's pretty good. You guys can probably guess already why it's good, but let's just read what the Grimoire does. So I have it at 5 star, obviously 100 attack, 2500, 3750 HP, and 4000 precision. When water spray lands, it has a 100% chance of applying the cold ice effect to the target. Cold ice applies freeze to the target and interrupts them. When this effect ends, it deals additional damage to the target equal to 10% of their damage taken during the duration. 4 seconds, right? So this is just base book, no stars or anything like that. You get an increase of 10% damage for 4 seconds once they're in the freeze state, right? Or once it ends as well. Yeah, when it ends, so you get an extra damage. At 1 star, applies a deep erosion effect to targets with cold ice effect. Deep erosion increases damage taken by targets that have elemental weakness by 24%. So if you're fighting someone that's weak to water, you get an extra 24% damage increase, right? 15 second duration. 2 star, you get water damage increased by 10%. 3 star, when the cold ice effect ends, increase uses additional damage to 20%. So after they are frozen, after it's done, they're unfrozen, you get an extra 20% in increase in the damage. 4 star decreases the cooldown of water spray by 20%, and 5 star increases damage dealt to frozen targets by 50%. So when they're frozen, you get an extra 50% increase in damage, right? So there you go. We're gonna take a look at this because the Moonshadow, as you guys know, it does have that 3 second time where you can just do whatever you want. It freezes time, and then you can go ahead and freeze the target with the book to do even more damage interrupted or uninterrupted, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Guys, if you guys did make it this far into the video, hit that like button. It does help your boy out a lot. We're actually so close to 10,000 subs. That is the goal. As well as surpassing Mr. Beast. Of course, don't forget that. Don't forget that. I'm gonna jump up. Fine. I'm gonna stop time here. Thankfully we didn't get interrupted by this, so we have 3 seconds here. With this. Wait for that last attack. Get here. Then we'll use the book. The book does very good damage, guys. Do not sleep on this book. I'm telling you guys that. I did also make a video on this recently as well. Very good. Fine. Wait for it to go there. Go here. Stop time again. I keep forgetting. It's around 60% that he's going to be doing that. Around 60%. Remember that. It's alright though. Now we have 2 stacks of lunar eclipse. That's fine. Get that last attack in. Go here. Perfect, perfect. So at 45% now. We're gonna stop time in a second here. And that was a waste. I actually did not mean for that to happen, but that's okay. It's still counted. It's still counted towards it. And again, we do have an easy time maintaining our MP here. Yes, you do. We'll freeze him here. Guys, remember, I also did make a most toxic build for him, right? That's with the just pure freezing skills and then this book as well. Stop the time. Okay, well, he hit out of it. He straight up just hit out of it. Let's end it with the book. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the next one. Again, very good combo here. Not the best, but it is a good combo to use if this is all you have, right? So now we're gonna look at the Huntsman with the Plum Flower Sword. Let's take a look what the Huntsman does. I do have it at 3 stars. I'm going to try my best to get it at 5 so I can make a video on it, because at 5 star this thing is actually ridiculous. It really is. So let's take a look at what it does. Just pulling it regularly. When the user uses Judgment Time, activates their core attack. When the user uses Judgment Time, their core attack is changed to time to hunt for 6 seconds and increases damage by 60%. When the user's basic attack, core attack, or time hunt hits targets within 4 meters, increases damage by 50%. This is crazy, all right? Just pulling this, it gives you that much core attack damage. Insane, insane. So this and the solid foundation set together is probably a really good thing to use. 1 star, when the final hit of Judgment Time lands, inflicts Sunder effect to the target. If the target is in break state while the Sunder effect is active, inflict the Destroy effect to the target. So the Sunder increases break effect by 25%, and Destroy increases damage taken by 8%. 2 stars, you get increased light damage by 10%. 3 star, when the first hit of Judgment Time lands, it applies the halt effect to the target. So the halt effect is the skill interrupts the target, so it like stops them in the play, it halts them, right? 4 star, you get the decrease of the cooldown of the ult by 20%, and 5 star, you get increased damage taken by 16%, stacking up to 99 times. So this thing does a lot of damage, all right? It does a lot of damage, and as you guys know, this Plum Flower Sword here gives you extra basically crit rate and crit damage. So this thing should hit like a truck, because you're running artifacts that give you boosts in the crit damage as well, right? So you should see a big boost in damage here. So let's go ahead and equip it and hop straight into it. All right, here we go, here we go. We are now on the Plum Flower Sword with the Huntsman. With the Hudson. This poor bear. I feel bad, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of feel bad. Also, this video is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry about that, but a lot of you guys do want to see a video on the best weapon combos, so I thought I'd take the time to make this video for you guys here. All right, perfect. Wait for him. This time we had that 1 second. That missed. That's fine though. Use full bloom. Go here. good damage. So remember, he now got that halt effect on there. He's gonna jump up. This. Yo, why am I shooting him in the head? Yo, I am ruthless. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jinwoo is ruthless. He does not care. It's fine. The final hit. This. Full bloom. Perfect. And he's pretty much dead here. That did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. Perfect. Guys, remember as well, if you run certain skills, you actually do increase your damage as well. For example, the this skill right here increases the damage increase. Right? So be on the lookout for that when you're using these weapon combos. The Death Dance is a very good skill, but I think they are fixing some of what it does because apparently it's doing too much damage. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, let me know. Also, let me know which weapon combos I did miss in this video. I definitely missed a few. Right, I feel it, I just know. But these are what I use from time to time, so I wanted to show you guys what I've been using to clear this game and stuff like that. Yes, so if you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to join the Discord.